Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Alvina. Today I wanted to share my everyday summer makeup routine. Enjoy! First I'm going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water Set and Refresh Spray. I'm spraying this all over my face and letting it dry. Next I'm going in with the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation in the shade 2N. I'm using a damp beauty blender and applying this all over my face, just a thin layer at first. I generally need about 2 pumps worth of foundation that I pour on the back of my hand to apply in thin layers. And then for areas that I need additional coverage, I will go back in and really press that into the skin. I also make sure to bring the foundation down my neck a little bit. Next I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Light 2.3 Madeleine. I'm applying the concealer to areas where I need additional coverage, like my blemishes and around my nose. Next I'm going in with the YSL All Hours Concealer in the shade 2 Ivory. I'm only applying a little bit in the inner and outer corners of my eyes. Next I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. I'm using the spoolie end to just fluff up my eyebrow hairs as I wait for the concealer to marinate for a couple minutes. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. I'm going back in my beauty blender and really pressing the concealer in to blend it in with the foundation. Next, I'm using my Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Truffle. I'm just outlining the perimeter of my face and along the sides of my nose and my cheeks. And then a little bit along my jawline as well. Then I slowly blend this out with a brush. I really take my time to blend so that there are no harsh lines. I'm using a smaller brush to do the contours along my nose so that I can be more precise. Then I'm taking my beauty blender and blending it out even more with the foundation. Next, I'm going in with the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks Blush Stick in the shade Petal. I'm just putting this on the top of my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, my nose, and my chin. I also put a little bit on my lids. I find that this gives me a more natural, no makeup look. Then I'm just using a brush to blend this out. Next, I'm using my beauty sponge and blending this out again to make sure that everything is blended together. For setting powder, I'm using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I'm using the Beauty Blender Power Pocket Puff to set my under eyes. I also use this to set my forehead, my nose, and my chin, as these are areas that I tend to find get oily faster. It also prevents my under eye concealer from creasing even by the end of the day. Next, I'm using the Gucci Eclat Soleil bronzing powder in the shade 3. And I'm just going over the areas that I contoured earlier to set it. I'm also pinching the brush and putting some bronzer in the crease of my eye to make the look more natural. Now I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush and putting the bronzer on top of where I did my nose contour. Next, for blush, I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. I love this color as it gives me a very natural blushed look for the summer. Next, I'm using my Hourglass double-ended brush and setting my entire face with the same Hourglass setting powder. I find this one to be even more finely milled and lightweight compared to the Laura Mercier one. I'm setting my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and then I'm going in with the Beauty Blender to set and blend everything in. I find that this takes away any texture and gives it a blurring effect. Next, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. I'm just using a clean spoolie and brushing my hair upwards. Next, I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin Eyelash Curler. I like to do a few pumps at the bottom and slowly work my way up to give it an even curl. For eyes, I'm using the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Palette. I find this one perfect for travel, but especially for an everyday, no makeup look. I'm using the lighter brown matte shade and putting this all over my lid. Then I'm using the darker brown matte shade and focusing this on the outer corner of my eyelids, close to the lash line, to give it a gradient look. Next, I'm using the sparkly champagne color in the middle, and I'm just applying this using my fingers in the inner third of my eye. I find that this really opens up my eyes. Next, I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise base to prime my eyelashes. I use this one interchangeably with the Dior one. I make sure that an even coat is applied from the root all the way to the tip. I find that using a primer first before mascara makes my lashes look fuller and thicker. Next, I'm going back with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and slowly using short brush strokes to fill my brows in. I use the spoolie on the other end to brush it out to give it a more natural look. For mascara, I'm using the Lancôme Lash Idole mascara. I like to kind of blink and then push the mascara upwards. I find that this prevents clumping and applying too much product at once. I like to let the first coat dry completely before I go in with the second coat to prevent clumping. While I wait for the first coat of mascara to dry, I'm going in with my Dior Addict Lip Glow in the shade Raspberry. I love this color as it gives a pop of pink to my lips. Then I like to use a clean finger and blend that out. To give my lips slightly more definition, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Liner in the shade Pink Venus. I find this to be the perfect pinky nude shade that goes with a lot of pinky nude lipsticks. Next, I'm going in with the second coat of mascara. And then I'm setting my face again with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray for the finishing touch. If I don't want my makeup to move and last all day, especially if I'm running around, then I'll use the Milani Make It Last Matte setting spray. I'll spray this just on my T-zone to prevent oiliness. And that's the finished look. Hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.